Hello guys, this is Brian here with an update video. Today is April the 6th. Today is Wednesday, 2016. Um, so here are some updates. This is my second time making a video. Phone was keep ringing, people keep calling. It was actually the drugstore, Walgreens. Um, so here's the updates. I went to my pain management doctor on Friday, which would have been last Friday, which was April the 1st, April Fool's Day. No joke to me. I wish. I was following up on my back because they did injections earlier in March on my back. I think around March the 9th on the Wednesday. And I noticed about 20-30% improvement, not 100%. And he did say some patients do require more shots. You know, sometimes they require 2, 3, 4, 5 to get relief. Because he does not, he says some pain management doctors like to inject patients with lots of steroids. He does not prefer to do that right off the bat, especially with gastric bypass patients. He said the steroids, it can cause stomach problems, even though you inject it, through the skin instead of taking it orally. It causes a lot of acid in the stomach, and he likes not to use too much of a steroid, because if you get too much of a steroid, you can have some reverse reactions to it. He says if some people get too much of it, it will have a taste in your mouth for a month, like a metal taste. So he just wants, don't want to inject tons of it. They could do more. They do more harm than good actually if you do it that way. Just like a I don't know if it's a cortisone injection or not. I'll have to ask him about that because I know when the orthopedic did that, it was a cortisone injection in the shoulder. That was done in the office. And I noticed a couple days later that my heartburn, and things like that. And we also talked about my neck. I told him my neck's been really bothering me since a couple of days before Easter, and since then, constantly, and I've been having a headache, and I've been taking my migraine medicine because it will break up the migraine. It will break it up, then it comes back, and now he thinks that it's pushing against the nerve, and it's causing that pressure and pain. So I've been telling him I've been taking tramadol. I've been taking the 2 muscle relaxers. One I can work during the daytime, which is the Zeneflex, which it doesn't make me goofy, so I can take it during the daytime and function. And I take the Soma when I'm not driving a car or not going anywhere. I'm going to lay down for the evening. That's what I can take. He said he can give me a fentanyl patch. I told him I really don't want to go down that road right this particular, right now. He said that he can give me a low dose of fentanyl, but I did express concerns of having severe constipation. That's one that's I don't know if it's true or not, but with me, after I had gastric bypass, every time I take narcotics, it causes severe constipation. Big time. So I just, I try to stay away from that. And plus, I have to work, so therefore, even though it's a low dose, I'm afraid it can make me. He said it can make that some people can still be will drowsy on it. So, those are heavy duty narcotics. So, I try to stay away from that. I mean, it would be okay if I'm gonna be off a week or two, something like that. I probably do a pain patch like that. But since I have to work and drive a car and all that, it's just not a good idea. And things like that. So he did get me on tramadol. He said I could take 2 100 dosage. Increased it a little bit, and that does kind of make me a little bit goofy. So I just take 100 gram pill every couple hours. So he is going to do the neck injections today, actually. That's what I'm fixing to leave to do. because I've been taking my migraine medicine also to break up the headache, and that helps. It helps for a couple hours, and it comes back, and the headache finally went away around Monday. Just like a real dull headache. And that finally went away because on the packaging of the migraine medicine, it says only up to 2 tablets in a 24-hour period. So, maybe, I only take 1. So, he said he's going to try, he thinks the disc may be pushing on the nerve in my neck. That's what's causing this pain right now. So he's going to do the epidural injection he's going to try to do it at a different angle without putting too much pressure on it and see if that will work. If that doesn't work, in a couple weeks I can come back and will do a different type of injection in the neck. I think they call it a plexus pain block or a nerve block, one of those two. Which I don't understand why he can't do that in the back. I don't know. I just have to sit down and do research on that. But my back still bothers me. And hopefully the neck. I think he said that with the injection with the neck, I might get relief. Because the steroid does not have to go over the place in the neck like it does in the back, the way I understood it. So that's what I'm going to go do today after. I have to be there around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Only takes an hour. And go home. Well, go try to get something to eat before I go home. Because I haven't eaten nothing since midnight. I'm starving to death. Other than that, I'm doing okay. I'm still waiting on the insurance company about the reconstructive surgery that I want. I know right off the bat they're going to deny it, so therefore I am preparing my my appeal letter. I got all my medical records ready to go. And chances are the particular procedure I want, chances are it's not going to be covered anyway, so I'm not going to get my hopes high at all on that. Oh, he did change my medication. Well, he gave me something different, really. Well, it's basically the same thing, but different form. Lidocaine ointment, lidocaine gel, so the lidocaine patches, because this is what these patches look like. Because these don't stick very well on the skin. After a while, they just fall off. So he was wondering, he was seeing if this would work. Lidocaine ointment gel. But the problem is, yesterday when I picked it up at the Walgreens, they gave me the wrong dosage. Because the thing on here says apply 4 times daily. Apply 2 grams 4 times daily. 2 up here, 2 down there. So that's 8 grams a day. Okay. Well, this is only a 30-gram tube. So if you do the math, 30 divided by 4. No, 35 divided by 8 comes out to 3.75. So this only will last me for 4 days. So I went back because I went inside. So I went back inside from the car and I should have spoke with the pharmacist, but I didn't. I spoke with the person that checked, checks you out, the cash register. I said, this is not a month supply. This is only a 4-day supply. And she looked it up. She said, no, it is a month supply. I said, well, if you do the math, it says, like I said, it says apply 2 grams 4 times daily. 2 up on the neck and 2 on the back. So that's 4 grams. No, that's not. I'm not reading it right. 2 grams 4 times daily. So that's 4 up here, 4 grams on the neck, and 4 grams on the back. That's 8 grams total. And she still say that it's a month's supply. So I finally got in the car and called the doctor's office up, and I told them, I don't know if y'all wrote it wrong or what the case may be, but what the prescription says and what the 30-gram tube, it only lasts for 4 days. It's not a month's supply. That's basic math. And she looked up. She said, "Well, you're supposed to receive a 300-gram tube, not a 30-gram tube." So, and she said she's gonna call them. And I went back up there, and I did. I spoke with. I actually got hold of the pharmacist, and I told him, I think somebody made a mistake, or I don't know if the doctor did or y'all did. It's supposed to be a 300-gram tube. And he looked it up, and I said, "Yes, that's correct. It's supposed to be 300-gram tube." So they gonna get that fixed today. And I did tell him that lady didn't know what she was talking about. So luckily, the pharmacist the pharmacy is only 2 miles away, 2 miles down the road. So luckily I didn't go over the damn God's green earth to get the prescription straightened out. So mistakes happen. At the other Walgreens in my town that we used to use before this other one opened up down by my house, it was for my appendectomy, and the plastic surgeon gave me what is that nausea medicine? Zofran. Yeah, because it was you put underneath your tongue. It was Zofran, and I got somebody else's Zofran in my prescription. They give you a little prescription bag, like these things right here. This little things. And I got home, and it was Zofran, but it belonged to another patient. But the pamphlet was mine. So the next day I took up there and because I didn't know if there was a correct dose of drawn, or not. I don't want to die of overdose. So I went up there. And there was a lot. I went inside, and the place was crowded. With the line was long, and I made sure everybody heard in the area. I said, and I kind of raised I wasn't mad or nothing, but I kind of talked real loud. I said, "Y'all gave me somebody else's medication here." And I said, "Well, don't y'all check before you give it to the patient?" I don't know. That store was so disorganized, it's unreal. And before Walgreens was built here, we had Walmart the Walmart pharmacy, the one you can drive through at the market. I don't know. They're the most disorganized pharmacy too. Every time we were like 10 years ago, every time we went, they never could find the prescription. Anybody, I mean, I could have went with my grandma, and they couldn't find her prescriptions. Anybody in our family who ever used that Walmart, and even my neighbors say the same thing. Anytime they ever used a Walmart pharmacy, they can never find their prescription. It's like they go, when you pull up and tell them that you want to pick up your prescription, they go on the hunt. And, they all run around half crazy looking for the damn thing. Have you ever noticed that? I have noticed that constantly, and thank God we have Walgreens here. And I hate Walmart. I can't stand them. But I'm doing okay. Just a little nervous about doing neck injections today. He said he's gonna get me drugged up, and I don't know what. Oh, when I picked up my prescriptions yesterday, I came in with a big bag full of it because I got my Tramadol refill. It was time for the Tramadol. It was time for the Zeneflex, the Soma to be refilled. The big box of lidocaine patches. My headache medicine was time to be refilled at that month. Now I got my headache medicine finally fixed with the insurance company, so it's at the mail order now. But I just picked this up because I was running a little bit low because I was taking those for the headache I was having for a week long. So I was coming out of a loot, a big old bag of drugs. That's all I know right now. Someone had asked me to do a video about my Blue Cross Blue Shield HMO experience. I might be doing that tonight if I feel well enough. All kinds of things. to tell you about that. That's all I know right now. If you do have any questions or comments, please post them below. Love to hear from y'all. Talk to you later.